Hey everybody, it's Crystals here, and yeah, today we're gonna bring you another deck list for the XYZ Festival. So the first deck list was Gimmick Puppets. Today we're gonna be bringing you Battlin Boxers. Yeah, so like I said, Battlin Boxers are a really cool archetype. They're a series of warrior monsters ranging from level 2 all the way to level 4, and yeah, they could swarm the field pretty well, and they have pretty cool XCs, targets that you can go into that, could actually determine how the game goes. So like I said, we'll go by by card, and I hope everybody enjoys. So the first card on our list is Infernal Knight. This is the only, warrior in here that's non-battling boxer. So this Infernal Knight, what it does is you could special summon this card from your hand if you control a fire warrior, which all of the battling boxes are. So that's not an issue. If it is special summoned this way, treat it as a tuner. So this effect does not matter since it's only XZs. But what it does matter is that this card with special summon, you could target one of your fire warrior monsters or one of your equipped spell cards that is banished or in your graveyard, accept this card and add it to your hand. That's what we're using this card for. It allows us to get our resources back to our hand though, so we can continue our plays. So it's a 3-of. If you don't want to run this, by the way, you can cut it out and run more Battlin boxes or just more back row hate, Cosmic Cyclones, Twin Twisters. That's perfectly fine. You don't have to run this. It is nice, but it's not mandatory. Then we got 3 Astral Karibo. This card is interesting. It's definitely really good. So basically, you can reveal one number XZ. You can reveal one number XZ monster in your extra deck. Special summon this card from your hand. If you do, this card's level becomes the revealed monster's rank. Also, while it's face up on the monster zone, you can't special summon monsters from the extra set except number XZ monsters. You can only use the effect of Astral Karibo once per turn, and then it has another effect if it's used for material. That monster gains an additional effect. Cannot be destroyed by battle or your opponent's card effects. So basically, the targets for this card are Battlin Boxer Lead Yoke. That's a really good one to go into. Or number 40, what was it? Number 40, yeah, number 79, Battlin Boxer. This one's a really good target also. Basically, it makes it immune to your opponent's targeting. Then once per turn, you could add material to it and gains more attack. And the material can be added from your hand and or graveyard. This is what you're going to be going into most of the time with it. So just so you're aware, it is really good. Like I said, it's nice. Then we got 1 copy of Battlin Boxer Big Bandage. So the Battlin Boxer monsters are really cool. They can also in the field depending on what's happening during that turn. So what this says, once per turn, this card can't be destroyed by battle. Once per turn, you can target one Battlin Boxer monster in your graveyard or one of your banished Battlin Boxer monsters that has a level. All Battlin Boxer monsters you currently control become that monster's current level. So basically, you could target one monster in your graveyard or banished, and level 2 becomes like a level 4. But it applies to all your Battlin Boxer monsters on the field. So you can go into your ranks really easy that way. It's not the best. I only run of it. It does come up every now and then. Then we got 2 Battlin Boxer Counter Punch. This card's pretty cool. During the damage step of either player's turn, when a Battlin Boxer monster you control is attacking or being attacked, you can banish this card from your hand or graveyard. That monster gains 100 attack. So it's a weaker version of Kaloot. Basically, that's what it is. It's a nice little battle trap. It can come in handy every now and then if you just need that extra bit of damage. So just run 2 of them. It's that bad. Then we got 3 Ash Blossoms and Joy Springs. Yet again, hand traps, especially for the XC's tournament. A lot of people are running certain search effects, do like Galaxy Eyes and stuff like that. This negates those effects. Then we got 2 Battlin Boxer Headgeared. This is a pretty cool card. When this card is normal summon, you could send 1 Battlin Boxer monster from your deck to the graveyard. So it just sets up your graveyard. You could send your counter punches there, stuff like that, if you need a setup play and stuff like that. So it's pretty good. Not the best card, but just run 2 of them just in case. Then we got 2 Battlin Boxer Glassjaw. When this card is targeted for an attack, destroy this card. Really sucks, but it's not bad. It's a 2000 wall at least. Then when this card is sent to the graveyard by a card effect, you could target 1 Battlin Boxer monster to the graveyard and add it to your hands. That's really what we're using it for. It just allows us to get some of our better Battlin Boxer monsters back, or you could use it quickly to get a level 4 out to go into XD plays. Then we got 3 Battlin Boxer Sparer. This card's pretty cool. If you control a Battlin Boxer monster, you can special summon this card from your hand. If you do, you cannot conduct your battle phase for the rest of the turn. If you go on first, that does not matter. Basically, you could summon any Battlin Boxer, special summon him, go into rank 4 right away. It's really nice. Can't really complain. Then we got 3 Battlin Boxer Switch Hitter. This is probably the best normal summon in the deck. When this card is a normal summon, you can target 1 Battlin Boxer monster in your graveyard, special summon that target. You can't special summon any monster during the turn except the turn you activate this effect, except Battlin Boxer monsters. By far the best card in the deck. Then we got 3 Battlin Boxer Veils. When you take battle damage, you can special summon this card from your hands. Then you gain life points equal to the damage that you took. So it's just nice from in the field. Then we got a 1/1 Battlin Boxer Shadow. During your main phase, you can detach 1 XYZ material from the Battlin Boxer XYZ monster you control, and if you do, special summon this card from your hands. Doesn't come up that often, but it's a nice 1/of just in case. Then for the spells, we got 1 Harpy's Feather Duster, 1 Reinforcement of the Army. We're playing all warriors, so this card should always be live. Then we got 3 Battlin Boxer Spirits. You can send the top card of your deck to the graveyard, then target 1 Battlin Boxer monster in your graveyard, special summon that target. We're running 3 of them. It kind of comes in handy. Then we got 2 Called by the Graves. Simple as that. Get rid of your opponent's hand traps. Then we got 1 XYZ Import. You can target 1 XYZ monster you control and 1 monster your opponent controls with attack less than or equal to it. Attach that opponent's monster to your monster as material. It's a really cool way to get over certain problem cards. You know, it's like I said, it's really neat for that one reason. Then for the traps, we got 3 Evenly Matched. Simple as that. End of a battle phase, if your opponent controls more cards than you do, you can make your opponent banish all cards. You can banish cards from the field face down, so they control the same number of cards as you do. It's really nice to have, especially in this type of event. If you don't have these, by the way, they're only super rare, but yet again, we don't have them. You know, it's not the end of the world. You can replace them with more Solums or just, you know, anything you have at that point. You know, infinite permanence works also, so. Then we got 1 Solemn Judgment, and then we got 2 Solemn Warnings. And that's it for the main deck. It's pretty tight. Yeah, like I said, Astral Karibo going into your number 79. Your opponent's going to have a really hard time getting over it. It's pretty cool. Then we got 1 Battlin Boxer Cheat Commissioner. This card doesn't really come up that often, but basically all monsters your opponent controls must attack if able. While you control another Battlin Boxer monster, your opponent cannot target this card for attacks. So if you have this card plus Battlin Boxer in attack position, your opponent has to attack this card no matter what. And if it can't be destroyed by battle, your opponent is going to be taking all that damage. So it's a nice combo, but it doesn't really come up all that often. Then you could detach 2 XYZ material from this card, look at your opponent's hand, then set 1 spell card from their hand to your side of the field. Like I said, it doesn't really come up that often, but it's a nice 1/of just in case. Then we're running 1 Herrick Champion. This card does come in handy. Basically, when the opponent, once per turn, when a level 4 or lower monster is special summoned to your opponent's side of the field, you can detach 1 0 XYZ material from this card and destroy that special summon monster. This does come up quite a bit, especially in this type of event. So definitely worth running at least 1 of them. We got 1 Lead Loke. Run 2 of these if you have it. I only have the 1. So, you know, if you get more, definitely run more. Lead Oak is pretty cool. If a Battlin Boxer monster you control would be destroyed by Battle Oak card effect, you can detach 1 XYZ material from this card instead of destroying 1 of those monsters. If XYZ material is detached from this card gains 800 attack. So it could get really large, and it's really hard for your opponent to get rid of this, unless they have, like, you know, actually pretty decent outs. But in this event, a lot of people don't have outs to this. Then we got number 105, Battlin Boxer Star Citrus, whatever its card is, anyway, the name is. Basically requires 3 level 4 monsters. During either player's battle step, if a Battlin Boxer monster you control battles opponent's monster, you could detach 1 XYZ monster from this card, negate the effects of your opponent's monster until the end of the turn. That monster you control cannot be destroyed by that battle. Also, your opponent takes any battle damage you have taken. Doesn't really come up that often. I do run 2 of them just in case. It's a nice out to certain cards, so you know you definitely want to run at least 1. Then for the boss of the deck, we got number 79. You want to run as many of these as possible. If you have 3, run 3. This card's pretty cool. Once per turn, you can attach one Battlin box monster from your hand or graveyard to this card. Then this card gets 100 attack for each material attached to it. So each turn you could keep adding material. Then when this card you control is card is destroyed by battle or card effect, you get sent to the graveyard. You can target level 4 or lower Battlin box monsters to your graveyard up to the number of materials and special summon those targets. So let's say they do get rid of this card and you have 4 materials, you can special summon 4 Battlin box monsters from your graveyard. It's really cool. It just continues your plays even further. Then we got one number 105. The card I don't go into too often, but it is nice to have. When this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle and sends it to the graveyard, inflict damage to your opponent equal to half the destroyed monster's original attack. If this card has number 105 Battlin box of star citrus as the material, it gains this effect. Once per turn, you can detach one XYZ material from this card, then target one monster your opponent controls, destroy it. And if you do, inflict damage equal to the destroyed monster's attack. It's a nice out to a lot of cards. You don't go into it a lot of the times, but it's a nice one of just in case. Then we got one Zeus. You do attack with these cards quite often, and you can just rank up into Zeus, and it's a board wipe. Zeus, we all know what it does. Quick effect, you can detach 2 cards, and you can send all cards on the field to the graveyard. It allows you to control the game state, and is really good. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoy this deck. It's been a lot of fun. It's something different than what I've been playing. So yeah, like I said, I know I've been playing a lot more of the Fiends and dark decks lately, but we are going to have a Fable deck list coming out here soon. We're also going to have a Kirikaru deck list coming out and a Blackwing deck list coming out here soon. I do hope everybody enjoys those, but for right now, for this video, let's get into the game. Alright guys, this is the XYZ event, and this is an interesting game. You're going to see me misplay quite a bit, and I will go over those misplays. And yeah, this is an interesting deck that I'll be playing that I was not expecting to run into. So I do go first. I do summon Battlin Bell first, and I use Boxer's effect, Spar's effects to special summon it. At this point, I will go into a rank 4. I go into lead yoke, and I set one and pass. I really don't have too many plays. I can't really do anything. My opponent activates Dark Magical Circle. It's an XYZ event, and he's playing Dark Magician. Oh boy. I do Ash to Dark Magical Circle, so he can't get a card to his deck to his hand. He does Call by the Grave, banishing my Ash Blossom. Well, this is already off to a really bad start. At this point, I am worried. I don't know what I can do about this. He's just going to go off, and I can't really do anything. He gets Soul Servant to his hand. He activates Harvey's Feather Duster, get rid of my Soul Judgment, activates Magician's Controls effect, getting rid of itself and Dark Magician to special summon a Dark Magician. Dark Magical Circles effect will banish my lead yoke. This is already going bad. He activates Soul Servant to look at the top cards of this deck. He gets Soul Servant's effect, adds one to his hand. He activates Magical Salvation, setting Eternal Soul. At this point, I am screwed. He goes into Dark Magician, so Magical Servant's effect goes into play. He special summons Dark Magician, and he's going to get in for quite a bit of damage. This is already looking really bad. Yeah. So it's my turn. At this point, I do activate Harpy's Feather Duster, get rid of all those cards. I do activate Switch Hitter effects. I do go into another rank 4. I go into Battlin Boxer number 79. 79's effect, I do attach. At this point, I got 3 materials. I attack over the Dark Magician Gore. And then I end my turn. So my opponent draws for a turn. At this point, he will go into battle, activating Abyssinian Illusion and battling over that. But my number 79's effect kicks in. I do get a special summon 3 Battlin boxes from my graveyard. I love this card. It's really neat. Then he's going to end his turn. It's my go. Turn change. I draw for a turn. Call by the grave, kind of useless, but I do start linking off monsters into an alot number 79. This card just keeps coming back. Activates effects, get another one, and I will attack over the Dark Magician. Then I end my turn. Oh, wait, never mind. Went into Zeus. My bad. So at this point, I have pretty good control over the game state. He really can't do anything. He sets 1 card in his turn, and then at that point, he does concede. Yeah, like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed this pretty short video. Yeah, like I said, it's not the longest one, but like I said, I just wanted to bring you guys another deck list for the XYZ Festival, and I hope everybody's enjoying their time with this. And yeah, like I said, I hope everybody's having a good time. See you in the next video.